I could give you the usual excuses on why I haven't posted in a long time. And to be matter of fact, like I feel as though my blog income has just taken a nosedive because I haven't been creating a lot of content on it. And with the advent of like LLMs and AI, Claude Code, OpenAI, ChatGPT, there's a lot of AI slop out there. And so I'm back, but with the kind of a different prerogative. I'm going to show you a lot of the things that I've been working on the side while I am still blogging. I've got like, 4 blogs around like Asian cooking, my mom lifestyle blog, the vacation blog, and then like the tech blog, right? Which is kind of this channel. What I wanted to kind of share with you is where my mind is shifting. For those that don't know, I am a principal product manager in big tech. I work on advertising systems like at a massive scale that you wouldn't even believe. And so we've been tasked with like using LLMs, AI just to automate things a bit. I'm thinking about where the future is going. And what I want to kind of share with you is basically what I'm building on the side. And I'm going to give you a preview of that. And I'll start talking a lot about that more. But as a principal product manager, my goal is to build things that make money, that have revenue streams, right, in the enterprise setting. And so what I'm going to share with you guys is how to take that big thinking and bring it down for small businesses and creators and content creators and even, entrepreneurs. As someone who has a marketing degree and not necessarily a computer science degree or a data science degree, I'm here to kind of break things down because you don't need those degrees to do what I'm about to show you. And so I am still creating content, but I'm also building apps on the side. And I'm going to talk through where I think big tech, AI, LLMs, blogging, vlogging, YouTube, and user-generated content is going. So stay tuned and I'll kind of talk through that. If you guys follow me on TikTok, you've kind of looked at some of the things that I'm building right now. And so what you're looking at is an app. It is a desktop app. One day I'm going to move it to a regular app, but I've got like the Foundry, and you'll see that there's tabs on the side. And again, I made this with Claude Code. It is the same. I feel as though as I build with Claude Code, it builds out like the same type of like feel. And so I had to modify it quite a bit. But as you can see here, these are the different apps I've built. So I've built the Foundry app, the video app, and collage app where I build like collages, my blogging app where I build like my content creation library. As I kind of go through this, what I want to kind of show you guys is this is my life OS basically, right? So I'm not building this app necessarily to monetize. Like that is not my intent. My intent is to kind of show you guys how I'm managing content creation, app creation from a product strategy perspective. If you guys know anything about the software development life cycle, normally it's an agile process where you build features within like a 2-3 week time frame, right? And you're always releasing and you have a Kanban board. It's almost like a to-do list. This is what I've built, right? So I've got channel specific stuff. So today, what I need to go do, what I need to do on each of these different channels for my vlog or the brand that I'm working on. I have things like app creation that I have like lists of products that product features that I want to build. I have efficiency tips, and then I have random stuff that I have to do. And I also have some of my personal stuff in here as well, right? So that is what this Kanban board is. And this brief kind of summarizes everything that I'm kind of working on, right? And I built this all from scratch using Claude Code. I used to actually use Ghosty with Claude Code. Ghosty is like a terminal. And if you could, again, watch my TikTok videos on this or shorts, you'll see that I use like a terminal command, which is not as pretty. And Claude Code was actually just released with updates where you can like flip through. Like, so if you have like 5 different features that you're going through, you could literally go through and like make changes that way. And I'll show you that here in a minute. This is my PMO. This is my chief of staff. So whenever I was using Ghosty, I would have all these different things that I was working on, and I would have it like just progress. So I kind of knew what I need to look at. And what's great about this view, and I'm going to figure out how to do this, but every time I have a feature, it's working, but it's not done yet. And so I'm working on the next feature, but I don't remember or recall when to look back at it because I need to make sure that I track it and test it and make sure that it's done. Okay. And so these are the different things that I'm working on right now. But like all of these different tabs actually have different things that I'm like tracking. So this is like my video, YouTube content creation. It has a library on it. For whatever reason, it's not working. And so I'm going to show you what I'm doing in Claude Code to kind of figure out like, hey, why isn't this working, right? So I've got this Claude Code. All right. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, hey, this is like literally not working. So I'm going to say, Can you run this for me? And this is like my research lab. Okay. And so I'm going to wait. And this is Claude Code. So you've got the normal like chat, you have the Claude Code work, and this is Claude Code. And this literally was released last week. So this is like April 18th of 2026. And so you'll see that, okay, now it's running. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this. And now it's running, right? So this is where I'm spending my time. And this is like my executive coach, my optimizations, like all these things that allow me to like see and research and trend things in the future. So anyway, this is like basically my research lab. And again, this is more Life OS. I'm not going to make money off this. It's not a revenue generator. It's just like a way to optimize and build efficiency as part of my content creation process. Now, that said, I also have what I'm building out, which I'm going to show you that as well. Okay, so now I'm going to show you what I'm going to monetize at some point. And again, if you guys know me, I think about like in the founder triangle, the distribution, the depth, and the domain experience, right? So this maps to my blog that I create monetization on, right? And so what I am intending to do is build like a marketplace on here. So think about this as like a All Trails meets Wanderlog meets TripAdvisor, right? But it's for smaller like mom and pop stores where you go and let's say they're right next to the Redwood National Parks and they have a store, but they don't have a Shopify store. And so the goal here is to go build out these Shopify stores here where people who have visited that place that didn't like get a shirt from there or a souvenir from there can go back and buy from that same place. So that is the intent and the model behind this. And also obviously trying to figure out how to like monetize in other streams as well. So I'm building this app. This app is only, again, desktop, and I would never launch this in the App Store unless like I had hardened it with an engineer. And again, I built this all with Claude Code, right? And I did it in the margins of my life. I still work at corporate 9 to 5. I have 4 kids. And so I'm building and iterating as I go. But as I think of features, right? If I think of features in here, what I'm doing is going back to my Foundry and then going to the app creation. And then like, I'll think about like, hey, okay, for chasing experiences, I need to go and build out, let's say, a storefront, right? And then I'll add it there. And then as I go and build it through Claude Code, which is in the Claude desktop app, I will go ahead and like literally cross it off once I check the box. So what I'm changing the channel to is more of like, hey, this is what you can do with tech. Like tech has come along so far that anyone who wants to build an app can build the app, right? And so I think we're going to be in a day and age where everyone has their own digital assistant at some point or a robot or something. But I'm going to kind of show you as this technology evolves and it's evolving every single day. Like it's like Claude and or Anthropic is like literally just releasing stuff every single day. And so is OpenAI. And so what I'm going to show you is how I'm using that from a business strategy perspective, and then helping you guys kind of think about long-term for your small business, creator content, or even like just if you're a product manager in big tech, like how to think about product strategy, how to think about business revenue streams, and how to use these AI tools to your benefit. Because what I see for my blogging income is that like, you know, these companies are crawling my content and likely like showing them in an aggregated way, right? We're going to go into a space where I think everyone's going to be building their own apps and they're going to close off their data finally, right? They'll have the stale data, but they're going to close off their data into an app that you can only access. And if you allow someone else's bot to connect with your bot to be able to like get that content and aggregate it for yourself, but only if you build that relationship with whoever that content creator or publisher is. So I think that's where this world is headed. That's just my take. And I think it'll continue to evolve as tech goes through. So if you guys like content like this in terms of like new tools, how you can use it in your world, and then also like just hot takes on where we're going, please like, subscribe, and make sure that you comment to tell me what you're looking for. Because again, I am a principal product manager in big tech. I kind of see all the tech that's happening, right? I see how it's used at the enterprise level. And so I'm here to kind of share, strategies, generalizations of how you can use it in the small business world.